Philanthropy has become increasingly important to me over the years. And some of the most generous people I have ever known were not able to give away large amounts of money, but they gave away amounts that were important to them. In 2019, my wife and I established the Ryan Translational Research Fund, the goal of which was to provide a number of grants each year to professors at the medical school who are doing significant research, with the hope that by doing some initial research funded by our fund, they can then be in a position to demonstrate proofs of concept and get much larger amounts of money that will be beneficial.
The Ryan Translational Fund is really designed for basic scientists like me in order to allow us to collect crucial preliminary data. I'm really passionate about prostate cancer, and it's actually really impactful in the Hampton Roads area. So prostate cancer has one of the highest prevalence and mortality rates in this area, and higher than most areas of the country. So what the Ryan Fund has really allowed us to do in the laboratory is to very carefully study our molecules. You need to collect a lot of preliminary data in order to be competitive for external grants. And so the power of the Ryan Fund is that you allow basic scientists time to develop their research ideas and to test their models and to make sure that it really is going to be a great target for human disease.
Research payoff sometimes may not be apparent, may not be immediate. The best example is COVID vaccine. COVID vaccine was produced in record time. It's unthinkable that a vaccine, effective vaccine, can be produced so quickly. It's because there were 30 years of research underlying that process. At that time, there wasn't an immediate payback, but that research of developing vaccine was mature or near mature when the COVID hit. So scientists were able, in the pharmaceutical world, were able to quickly adapt the technology in development for 30 years to create COVID vaccine. Ryan Translational Research Fund is essential to what we are doing. And that particular research is understanding particular lung cancer gene and its connection to cholesterol. And we had a published finding on that. So the significance of Ryan Translational Research Fund is that it facilitated a research direction that I would not have been able to pursue without the funding.
This Ryan Translational Research Fund boosted our research, and my work is focused on understanding the injury repair process and pathophysiological mechanisms and immune responses involved in lung diseases. Using this funding, we got preliminary data to support this novel hypothesis, which can be used for getting a larger and long-term research funding.
Giving is important because it catalyzes our ability to start programs and research. The patients that happen to be near and close to EVMS will benefit from these therapies initially, but they will also reach the rest of the world. And so when I talk about delivering on a promise, we're talking about making therapies, making devices, making new clinical treatments that allow us to deliver on the promise of improving the healthcare of our patients in our community. And giving to that is central.
And all of us, we appreciate Mr. and Mrs. Ryan for your generosity in supporting us.
I'm very thankful to Ryan Translational Research Fund.
We're really thankful for the generous donations from donors like the Ryans, because it's really allowed us to move our research in this clinical direction. Donations like these are helping EVMS deliver on the promise of improving health in the Hampton Roads and beyond.